What to do when you meet your very first sugar mama. The very first thing is you have to understand there's different types. Some of them are difficult to deal with, and I'm gonna tell you the ups and downs that you need to consider when you're out on a lookout. Quick side note, the paperback of my book is now available on Amazon. So if you are shy and struggle talking to girls because you get nervous and shit, my book is for you. Number 1, the one on holiday. These ones tend to be the most fun and the most exotic. They're like really young, really hot, and down for anything. There's only one caveat. You have to meet her criteria. A lot of them want you to be fit for obvious reasons.
If you're a woman with energy and life, you should go for a young man, of course.
Yeah.
Because who wants an old man? For me, that would be really boring. So
Really boring.
you. Not for me.
Yeah.
I don't want to watch television every evening. And, no. I need someone with energy and full of life. So that's why.
Yeah, I like that too.
I've had an older man, and it was really boring.
Yeah, like what? What, like just TV and...
It's like no energy.
No energy, yeah.
No energy. It was like when it's, you know what you have and what you do and everything.
Yeah.
But I like this.
Shine. Yeah.
Crazy.
And you're gonna have to understand that those women, they come on holiday for a good time, and part of a good time is obviously shine. Like, and if you can't perform consistently, you out. She will look for somebody else. A lot of times, you know, like those ones, man, they're machines, you know, and you have to keep up, bro. And that's why it's always good to be young. If you're older, it's very difficult to shine. The rich ones. These ones are like literally my least favorite, because they're the ones that like run different businesses and are really high up in the industry, and they have a reputation to keep up, right? So a lot of times they want to hide you and just like keep you in a dormitory and use you as they need. And that's like a lot of times, right? Like all the time.
Back, you twisted tongue! You will not lick me!
But they don't, like, I find here in Africa, those types, you know, like, they don't really want to pay you unless you kind of like blackmail them.
Yes, I know. Now, I feel who's the no? Who's the no? I want to pop. Who's that? I said, no, but I want to go to. What you are? Come on, but now, babe, good night. See, I said, make her say, Mammy, 5,000. No. Said, one farmer, no one, I may, and I said, my kind, I said, I said, me feeling statical. But I weigh up, 5,000 till I were China. Me checkbook in the half of an exam.
Yeah, these ones are my least favorite because they're kind of because they're like in a superior position all the time in their career, in their life. They want to kind of control you and puppeteer you, and like you're not very free here, you know. Like I told you in my previous video, I was broke and I needed a sugar mama, and this is the first one I ran into. And listen, bro, I'm not a fan of it, you know. Yeah, that's the rich girlfriend that I have currently. Those ones I don't really see any problems with them, apart from maybe that if you're insecure and she looks good and she's young, and if you're insecure, you can turn her off by your insecurities. You know, she will look for somebody else's quickness. Because they're young and they feel like the pressure by their friends to always look rich and good, she will kind of like level you up to like where you at least appear as to like being on her level, right? For example, I used to use like those weird yam phones, you know, those dial phones, you know, where you like the flip phones, right? And my girlfriend was like, that's a no-no. Let me buy you an iPhone before we meet my friends, you know? And I think they're pretty cool, you know? Then there are the lonely ones, right? The lonely ones are like usually widows, or usually the ones, you know, like they can't find a man that they want kind of thing. And they have kind of like maybe hit like a certain age, and The lonely ones, they're very easily to blackmail, right? Like you can blackmail them and like really easy to manipulate, because like you can always blackmail them. Look, if you don't do this, I will leave, you know, like I need some cash, you know. And a lot of times, you know, the way you can keep them is by making them already feel worse than they already feel.
So there was this one guy in particular, I was like so in love with him, and he was only like 20, and he totally like played with me. Like I don't even know why, to this day I still don't know why, but I totally fell for this guy. He just totally played me like the whole time. Every day, like we would talk for hours. See, I don't even know why he even bothered. Like, why did he even bother to talk with me every single day? We would talk for hours online. And so it got to a point where we were talking about traveling and how I was going to like take him to the islands, the Tahiti Islands. But first, you know, I wanted him to come, you know, to San Francisco and stay with me. And we finally worked out something where he was going to come for Gay Pride. I sent him a $300 round trip ticket, and he was to stay with me for, I don't know, I think it was like a week or something, and for the Gay Pride and everything. And I was fine with that. And so we were going to do that together. I was going to, you know, of course, take him out for meals, and he was going to stay at my condo with me. And we didn't really talk about if he would sleep in my bed or not, but I kind of just assumed he probably would. So we go back to my place to relax, and they have their bags, and then they start talking about how if it was going to be inconvenient to me, that they would just go ahead and stay with, I guess they had friends in town too, so they were going to like stay with their friends. And I got really kind of disappointed and upset, and I said, but we talked about you were going to stay with me. And
note, with different types of sugar mamas, there's like always a transaction going on. It's not always monetary. Some of them, it's shine, you know. With the lonely ones, their currency is having company, right? And look at what they want. If it's shine, you blackmail them with shine. If it's fun, you blackmail them with fun. If it's loneliness, you blackmail them with loneliness. And those ones, you want to keep them lonely. You want to keep them isolated. You know, you want to be the only source of company, right? They're pretty fun because they will do anything you say, give you money, give you sex, give you all the things, right? But the only downside I would say is they're emotionally damaged a lot of times, because probably they have gone through like bad relationships, or they never had anybody, so they're really insecure. If you can deal with like being an emotional sponge bag, that is the sugar mama for you. Then there is like the divorced one, and the divorced one is usually the one that, you know, has like divorced, raped her husband, right, and like collected a lot of money from him, right? And those ones, they are very unpredictable because they're going through like a quarter or midlife crisis, and they just want to feel young again. The currency is making them feel young, right? They want to feel young again, yeah? Right? And you want to go out with them, you want to go to bars with them, but always like make them feel young, you know, like the only problem with those one is the competition. They're usually very promiscuous and they want to test the waters, right? So they will walk out on you anyway, right? But you will have to be good enough to where she realizes is you're gonna be her number one priority among all those other youngsters. You get what I'm saying? You know, with that you have to perform, do fun things, and make her feel young, right? Oh, and there's another type that I never really had, but they're the mature ones. And I'm not saying like the mature ones as in Milfs. I'm saying the mature ones, right? If you want to deal with them, then I don't know, this channel is not for you, because here's the thing, guys. You know, when you see the sugar mamas firsthand, when you talk to them or chat with them, you want to categorize them in certain types, right? Either the divorced, the young rich ones, the business sugar mamas, the ones on holidays, the old ones, and the lonely ones, right? The lonely ones, they're emotional sponge bag. But the upside is they're usually easily controlled and they do anything they want. They spend all the kinds of money on you, as long as you make them feel less lonely, right? To control them, it's by making them feel isolated and you be the only one source of like company, right? The old ones obviously like just like make them feel young and smash them real good, right? The positive thing about them is they'll send you money even if they've left, you know, like the country that you were in. But the downside is like it's not very pleasant, right? The young ones, they're usually like a typical girlfriend, but they can get like tired. They can get tired of you being always broke. But the good side is early, especially early in the beginning, that they will kind of level you up to their like appearance, you know, what the ideal man wants to look like. As long as you like smash them good, right? They'll buy you iPhones, they'll buy you cars, so then you can like, she can be seen with you in public, right? Then the divorced ones, there I would stay away from them. Like there's just troubles, you know. They're the ones that like left their family, you know, to like have a good time, you know. Like I don't know, I would just stay away from them because they're like drama queens, you know. And then yeah, I think that's pretty much it. If you're looking for sugar mama, check out the other video I did about like how my sugar mama bought me an iPhone, and I'll tell you how I go and when about it, you know, like especially as a broke guy. I hope you enjoyed this video. Like it, subscribe, and share it, right? Ask me, don't be afraid to ask questions. Don't ask me any questions about sugar mama. Don't be afraid, don't be shy. Nobody will read your comment, okay? I'm out.